Alright guys, what is happening? Welcome back to the channel. I am very excited to be making this video for you today. In fact, I was going to be making a video for you anyway, and I was definitely not excited to be making that video because today I was going to make a video of taking the seats out, lifting the carpet up and inspecting the floor plan, but I was also going to be installing a wiring kit for a subwoofer in the boot. But the whole video is going to be about me lifting the carpet up for the first time, seeing the floor plan in this 30-something-year-old car from the UK for the first time. And as you can imagine, I wasn't very excited to make that video. But as I was vacuuming the floor, doing some housework, making sure the wife was happy before I went outside and played on the car, I saw the postman. He pulls up, and what does he have in his truck? But the fuel tank for the Series 2 Escort RS Turbo. So today's video, I'm going to be installing that and hopefully turning the key and starting it for the second time here in Australia, maybe even taking it for a drive today if I can get Callum over with his trade plates. But before I get started on that, I have a question for you. There's something here on the car and I have absolutely no idea what it is. It's on the MFI unit. So for you Series 2 Escort RS Turbo enthusiasts out there that are watching this, please let me know what this is, because I've only had I've only had Fiesta RS Turbos with the EFI. I've never had an MFI car, so I have absolutely no idea what this is. Now I know this is the MFI bit, right? Okay, obviously the fuel lines into the back of the head. But what is that there? Is there supposed to be something like coming out of there or covering that? What is that? Please, in the comment section below, let me know what that is, because I have no idea what it is. Like, it kind of looks like something's supposed to go in there. But yeah, I don't know. Got the new fuel filter in as well. Excuse the hands today, no camera stand. So today I'm going to be putting the new fuel tank in to the Escort. And I've got it here. That's the old one, jokes. Here's the new one, come from Car Parts Express UK. I'm gonna leave the link in the description below. Already painted or powder coated or something, but it's nice. Very, very good. And I got the new tank strap as well. This is obviously the old, thing for there. And this is the fuel sender to let me know what fuel I have left in the car. And you can see in here, if I show you, you see this is what actually reads the level, and as this is like all the way up and the float is there floating on top of the fuel, it says, okay, you've got a fuel tank. And then as it comes down, and it kind of like, and you can see where it's kind of led most of its life. So it's led like a little bit, you can just kind of see in there a little bit in empty, but, and because it's quite darker there where it's like rubbed, obviously. And then here, it's kind of like, most of the time it's kind of been in here, and you can see that because it's been rubbing on the thing, obviously. But overall it's actually in pretty good condition. So I forgot to get a new seal, so I am gonna put a really small bit of gasket glue around in there, and then this is the bit that clips in, holds it in place. But I'll give this a little clean off with some brake parts cleaner and a wire brush before that goes onto the tank, which goes on the tank. This tank is beautiful, it's so good, and just kind of sits in there and screws in. Wow, made in Taiwan, cool. But yeah, you can see that compared to the old one, it's really quite bad. All right. So that little super thin layer of the gasket glue there. I'll just clean that bit up there. If you get gasket gunk, kind of like where you don't want it, guys, the best thing is, again, a little bit of brake cleaner. Just give it a wipe. There, perfect. Just on that seal, just to help it seal properly, and it can only go in one way. So, kind of slots in. There, like that. And then you've got this piece, and on this one, you'll notice that some of the edges are raised, so it slits in and then slides that way to hold it into place. See, that's all in nice now. And a bit there. I know some of you guys over in the UK are going to be like, oh, I would have painted that, I would have cleaned it up properly, and you know, all that kind of stuff. But guys, the car's going to have a full nut and bolt restoration anyway in around about 12 months time. So right now, I really just want to get it on the road and drive it, to be quite honest with you. So that's why I didn't do the restoration bit here. Plus, it's in pretty good condition anyway, especially considering it is as old as it is. But yeah, time to plug it all in now and get the tank up into the car. So here's the brand new fuel filter. I have just nipped these up nice and tight. There's the old tank strap. Let's get that out. Sticky as from all the under seal. All right, some fuel. And there is made up. We can't see from this side. Let's go over here. It's a track car. There we go, you can see it. Brand new fuel tank rested in there. So, all we have to do now is fill some fuel in. I don't have the battery in yet. Yeah, so I don't have the battery in yet, but what I wanted to do was check that it doesn't actually leak, because, well, that'd be shit, wouldn't it, to be quite honest? So I'm going to put some fuel in. Check that it's not leaking or dripping from any of the fuel lines that I've just connected. Yeah, and then battery in and start it. So let's go. Looks okay. I guess we put the battery in, folks, and find out. All right, so the car is still up on axle stands. I don't know why I'm like squatting. The car is still up on axle stands. Battery's in, fuel tank's in, there's fuel in there. I think everything's connected. Let's see. Something isn't right. I'll get back to you in a minute. And there you go. Literally, I just think it needed more fuel. Honestly, I think that's all it was. So yeah. Checking. Not leaking there. I did just redo here because I have painted that area, and I think I painted over the earth as well, so I cleaned off the earth there. But yeah, you can hear the car, it sounds pretty good. All right, guys, that is it from me today. Escort is back down on the ground now. Wheel nuts are torqued. Roadworthy is booked in. Roadworthy, for you guys over in the UK, if you didn't see my other videos, Roadworthy is like our version of your MOT, and I need to get it done before I'm allowed to register the vehicle. So the Roadworthy's booked actually for later on today, so that's cool. Yeah, like really that is pretty much it. Car's behind me, it's ready to go. Gonna move all these cars here so I can actually get out, but I mean, like, I'm supposed to be in Australia, right? Look at the state of this. Man, it's terrible, right? So yeah. But guys, thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for being here. And like I said earlier, if you do like some Series 2 Escort RS Turbo content, make sure you hit subscribe and like the channel, like the videos and all that kind of good stuff. Helps me out, and I will see you on the next video where we hopefully take this car to get registered here in Queensland, Australia.